Hello, happy Wednesday. Go Astros. I've got my Astros gear on, watching the game right now while I do my meal planning, and tonight's a good game. Some of the other games have been a little too nerve-wracking for me, so I haven't been watching as much, but I've been watching this game, and it has been an exciting game so far, so fingers crossed we'll keep things up and take it all when the Astros come back into town this weekend. So this week I am doing something not really different, but I have a theme. I haven't had a theme in a long time. I have a theme for this week's meal plan, and that is no-cook meals. So I have people that tell me, that's great and all, I'd love to meal plan and meal prep, but I don't really like to cook. So I'm left like eating out and stuff like that. So I wanted to come up with a meal plan that's really easy and requires no cooking at all. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So what I did actually to find the recipes, well, let's start from the beginning of meal planning. So if this is your first time joining me for meal planning, I have my meal planning broken down into like 3 separate sessions. On Wednesdays, I sit down and plan out my meals. On Thursdays, I'll write my grocery list, and then on Fridays, I'll go to the grocery store. And then usually maybe Sundays I'll do some meal prep. I'm not a real big meal prepper. A lot of times just like cutting up vegetables and washing fruits and having those ready and portioned is kind of the extent of what I do. But sometimes I'll get in a meal planning, meal prepping mood, but I don't do a lot of meal prep as well. But with these meals, they're pretty easy to make, and you can do that. So I do my meal plan template. And I wanted to show you that you can get the meal plan templates. They're in the What's Working Here, the resource library. You do have to have a password. The password's working with an apostrophe. If you subscribe, you'll get emailed the password. So you can scroll down to food and then find the meal plan templates down here. So foundational fix, it's just going to have your containers kind of laid out and I've kind of stacked it kind of like the time nutrition, but then you can move your containers around. So I've got A through F, and then if you're carb cycling, I've got those meal plans. And then the 80-day obsession, those are going to be your time nutrition meal plan templates. So if you've got a morning workout block or an afternoon or a night workout block, then you can see how that's grouped together for that as well. So I kind of use the time nutrition as a template, and then I move things around from there, which this week I did a lot of moving things around. But again, you can download the meal plan templates there in the resource library, and they're just Word docs. So, and I think, unfortunately, I changed the Word program that I was using. So some of the containers, you might have to move the spoons around and things like that. But so this is the meal plan template. I pop it open. I add the dates and then anything we have going on. Like Monday night's a football game night, so I never plan to cook something crazy on Monday night because my husband and I eat before the game, and then I usually like to make something that my son will like. So I need to make a note on my grocery list that I'll need to probably get some chicken nuggets or something for him for that night. And then anything we have going on, just so I know, like you don't want to plan to cook some big meal when you're not going to be home. That might be a better night to do one of these no-cook ideas, or like a crock pot meal or something like that. So that's where I start. So when I started to figure out, I was like, okay, I did a little Googling. I was like, okay, what are some no-cook meal plans? And I didn't really find anything. And then I was like, well, let me look on my own website. So I went to under food and then recipes at the What's Working Here website. I have some recipes, a handful of recipes that I've gotten around to posting, and they're all really easy to make. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll take a recipe that I like that has a bunch of extra steps in it, and I'll just make it simple. Like, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw I finally made the Fixate Everything Bagel breakfast bowl. I didn't follow the instructions because okay, well, I don't have time for that right now. So instead, I just kind of look at, okay, what are the ingredients, and then what's going to get me there the fastest. So that's kind of how I like to do recipes. I use the recipe as a guide and then try to make it as simple as possible. So I found that I have a lot of no-cook recipes here. So you'll see links to those in the meal plan. So you can find the recipes there as well on the website. So Let's go through what we have planned for this week. So the first no-cook thing that is the first meal of the day for me every day is my Shakeology. So I do blend it. You can shake it in a shaker cup if you don't have access to a blender or something like that. But I usually blend mine with half a banana, maybe some peanut butter. If I'm needing to move around a green container, I might add some spinach or riced cauliflower or something like that. So I've got my Shakeology, and I just copy that for meal one every day. So that's one meal out of the way. Then for the morning and afternoon snacks, I pick 2 of those for the week, and then I alternate them. So I found on the website this bagel sandwich. The bagel sandwich does have carrots on the side to get you that enough green in there as well. So that's a red, yellow, green. So very simple, something you could meal prep and make ahead. It's a bagel. It's a whole wheat bagel cut in half. Then you add your lettuce. I think it might have some tomato. You add your ham or turkey, whichever lunch meat you want, and then you have your carrots on the side. So I copied and pasted that, and I alternated it. So Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, I think Saturday. Those are the bagel sandwich days. On Sundays, on the weekends, I leave open like for salad or sandwich, or if we have leftovers or something like that. So then I went for dinner. The afternoon snacks are kind of the area that I use to tweak what containers I had left. So then I went and planned my meal 5s. So my dinner, I chose the Chinese chicken salad first, and you can see it uses it should have a purple container too. Huh, okay. See, sometimes when I go back through this, I realize I'm missing things. Okay. Because that should have a purple container too. Let's see if I can just copy it. Copy. And then click off of it. And Command V. Sometimes they like to be moved around, sometimes they don't. Okay, move over there. Okay, well that's waiting to move. Oh, I don't want to change the format. I want to move it. Oh, see, sometimes it cooperates and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, one of them let me copy them. Oh, actually, I don't need to copy it. No. Yes, I get 3 a day, so that one just needs to move. See? Okay. Sometimes they cooperate and sometimes they don't. So let's see if I can just make this one. Copy and paste. One more try, and then I'll do this on my own time. Okay, copy and paste. Okay, and we'll move it up. And over. And we'll move our spoon over. Still needs to go up some. Okay. And then you can change the color because I need to make that. I'm just going to go to Format Shape. And I'm going to make it purple. Purple. And purple. Okay. So now I know. So that'll just be carrot steak. Okay. And then, so that's the Chinese chicken salad. It has every container. I think it is just a half a purple and a half of a blue. So kind of make note of that because then you could either have a little bit more here or do like a half a container there if you'd like. And then I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, we'll work on the formatting later. We're going to highlight that and copy it and then make it the same down here for lunch because I eat leftovers from dinner for lunch the next day. So that becomes lunch. And then the second meal 2 that I chose for the week was a turkey BLT wrap. So you can find pre-cooked bacon, and if you can't, then that may be the one thing you have to cook. So I have a turkey bacon that I like to use, so I'll probably do that one thing. I'll cook it on Sunday, and then I'll have it for the week. And there's 2 different things that it's used for. So either find some pre-cooked bacon, or this is the one thing that you have to cook, and you can do it on the weekend and then save it. All right, so now I've got too many purples. Okay, I'm gonna have to take away my banana with my recover. Okay, so I took that purple away because I moved that purple down here. All right, so then we have the Chinese chicken salad for lunch, and then I just end up with carrots because I've already used my blue and my purple up here. So just carrots. I usually have my carrots with some ranch. It's fine. And then for dinner on Monday night, I picked the tuna salad wrap with apple slices. So the tuna salad has some apples in it, but to bump up your your container count so you get to a full purple. So that could be one where if I didn't have the apple slices, then I could have that up there. That's an idea. But it would be like a half, and that one's half. So maybe I'll play with that. So the tuna salad wrap with apple slices. And then I save that, and it comes down here and becomes lunch the next day. And then you can see for my afternoon snack again, I've kind of used up all my containers with these recipes, and that's fine. So that's why I went ahead and did my dinner recipe first and my lunch, and then I can move my containers so that meal 4 is just a little snack of some pumpkin seeds, and that'll be fine. So I doubled up the greens here because I didn't want to have a green and an orange, so I just doubled up my greens here. So to the Southwest chicken salad, which is another recipe that's on the website, I'm just going to add some tomatoes, and then to get some blue in, I'm probably going to do like a half a blue of avocado and a half a blue of cheese, and that'll be good. And then that becomes lunch the next day, so all those containers move down. And then I do have a purple left here, so I added the pumpkin seeds. I added some peaches, and if you dust them with a little bit of cinnamon, it's very good. And then the last meal I have, no-cook meal, is the bacon chicken ranch wrap. So to talk about how the chicken is no-cook. So we talked about the Chinese chicken salad uses a rotisserie chicken. And then I'll probably midweek go back and get another rotisserie chicken and use that for the Southwest chicken salad. And then any extra chicken, I'll use that for the bacon ranch wrap as well. And then the bacon from the turkey BLT wrap, I'll use that as well. So just using some pre-cooked chicken. If you don't have access to rotisserie chicken, you could use you could use some canned chicken. Just make sure like it's in water and not oil. And then that has bell peppers on the side. And then that becomes lunch the next day. And then I have carrots, hummus, and an apple. I have leftovers on Thursday, which we usually have leftovers. And then I leave it open for salad or sandwich for Friday lunch. And then Friday and Saturday nights, we eat out normally. So, and there's nothing wrong with eating out, just kind of, you can choose to choose wise, healthy foods when you're out, or you can let that be kind of your 80-20 where you're not so on track. But there are ways to eat out. If you're going to like a Mexican food restaurant, you can have fajitas with corn tortillas and some bell peppers. There's your red, yellow, green, and probably a teaspoon. Or if you're going to like a steakhouse or something, you can have steak with a side of potatoes and a side of asparagus or some type of vegetables. So there's always a way to kind of figure out how to eat out. But I hope you enjoy this no-cook meal plan this week. And if you have other theme ideas, send them over to me. I always like a theme. So if you have some other theme ideas for the meal planning, let me know. And I am also happy to help you with your meal planning as well. Have a great evening.